Bashem HaMashiach Yahawashi. All Yahawah. Bashem HaMashiach Yahawashi. Okay, hallelujah. So, we're gonna we're gonna share something very special with you today, which is we're going to show you how to and be like Hamashiach, who washed his, okay? So I'm trying to get everything to focus right here. The attention where it's supposed to be at. So what we're gonna do is just show you how to wash feet, because our Master Rabbi, Messiah, he commanded us to wash each other's feet. Okay? So we should wash each other's feet. So now the first thing I'm gonna do, what he did before he washed the feet, he took off his outer garment. And so I'm going to take off my outer garment, and my other garment is still on my under tunic. Okay? Now, when you wash feet, when you wash feet, the first thing we're going to start out with, is now most people wash water with one basin. We're going to have two basins, okay? So we have this one, and then we also have 2 cups, okay? We got 1 cup, we have 2 cups, okay? So we have two cups, and we have 2 basins. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, why do you have 2 basins? I'm going to show you why we have 2 basins. So we're going to put this one to the side. All right, we're going to put this one to the side. And I'm going to put on my little slippers right here. I'll keep them off. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to have, I'm going to take this water right here. This is the clean water. Now you can fill it up already before you can take half of this basin and this half, and you can fill it with water, and then you can bring it to the place where you're going to be washing the feet. And then once you start to wash the feet, you take this basin and you can put it into that one, so you have a basin that's full. So you want your clean water in one basin. Okay? You want your clean water in one basin, because you don't want to be washing people's feet with dirty water. That's not what Yahawashi meant when he said wash each other's feet. Because if you wash it with dirty water, you ain't washing feet, you dirtying feet. And we want to do what he said, right? We want to wash each other's feet. So this one, this is about 5 liters of water. I guess maybe a little over a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half. So this is almost filled up. This is almost filled up. All right, so water is pretty temperate. So now we're going to show you, is everything good over there? I might go monitor that, make sure everything is good over there. Make sure everything is good. All right, so you can see this. Can you see this, Minor Shabbat? You can see this? Okay, can you see this? You can't see this? Okay, so this here. So now, we got 1 cup. See the cup? If I show something, you can see me, give me a hands up. If you can't see it, give me a hands down. See cup, and another cup. Okay, this, water in the basin, and another basin. Doesn't matter which one you use, which one is which in which place. Okay, now, can you do me a favor? Pull your pants leg up, please. Yeah, I put it up that high, but come now come sit in the chair right here. So now, Zayathan, we're going to demonstrate on him first. Now this how, actually I'm sorry, stand back up. Stand up on the side of the basin again, please. Actually, let me move this out of your way. You really need 3 basins. So you can dump the dirty water into a 3rd basin and start fresh again with each person. So, but we're gonna do 2 because it's easy to get 2. All right, so now we're gonna ask Zayathan to come again. And I'm gonna ask you to put your hands over the basin, please. And I want you to, as I pour the water on your hands, I want you to wash your hands over the basin, okay? So I like to do that as an extra bonus. Maybe I get an extra blessing from Yahawashi because I wash his hands too. So now he's ready. See, that's to get his appetite. He's ready now. I got my hands rinsed off. Now I'm ready to get my feet clean. So now we're gonna put this one back. The one that's nice and round, I'm gonna use this one for everybody's hands. The one that's kind of bent around the edge, I'm gonna use this for the feet. Okay, use that for the feet. Because your feet can take more of a beating than your hands. So that's how I remember. Your feet can take more of a beating. Now, I'm gonna pull this back and you have a seat in the chair, please. Okay? Now you're gonna hold your feet over top, but don't put your feet in the water if you can help it, okay? Because this is gonna be for the dirty water. So now first thing I wanna do is, now I got a helper that's gonna help me. I'll switch places with her and monitor that. I got a helper that's gonna help me, that's gonna dry his feet, all right? So we have a towel here, and we're gonna use the towel to dry the feet, okay? We're gonna use this towel to dry the feet, okay? So my helper is gonna be right here. Now, he gets a blessing for letting me wash his feet. I get a blessing for washing his feet, and she gets a blessing for helping me dry the feet. So everybody involved gets a blessing. See, here she is right here. Okay. So now, the first thing I want to do, I want to take the cup for his feet, and Yahawashi commanded us to wash feet. So I can say a little prayer if I want to, like, blessed are you, Yahweh, that's commanded us through your son to wash each other's feet. I can say a prayer like that, okay? Or I can say another little prayer. Is that visible? Or I can say another little prayer, which is, I wash the feet of this disciple as commanded us by Yahawashi HaMashiach, your son, in the name of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Amen. You can say any prayer you want. But now I take the water and I take one foot. Now what I want to do, I want to take his foot, put my hand above his ankle. All right, above his ankle, so I can have more control over it. I can put it right here, but that's going to be a little heavier. So this way, and I want to pour the water into the middle of the bowl to minimize the splashing. So I'm going to do this on the top of it, and then turn it to the side, get the bottom of it, and I want to get the top of the other foot, bring it into the middle of the bowl, get the top of it, and then I want to get the bottom of it again, okay? I put a little more, because I see a little bit of dry spots on it. I don't want any dry spots. I want the whole foot to be wet. And I'm doing this in the name of Yahawashi, our master, that commanded us to wash each other's feet. But the important thing is, you want to have 2 basins, and you want to do it in humility. You don't want to be like, All right, bye, get up. You want to do it with love. You want to do it with respect. You want to do it with humility. Remember that you on your knees before another person to humble yourself to them, no matter how old or how young they are. You are serving this person like Yahawashi served his disciples before he got crucified, murdered, put to death for our sins. Okay? So now I slide this out the way a little bit, and now comes my helper. And my helper is going to go ahead and dry 1 foot at a time. Not rubbing it, but dabbing it. Just a little dab, because some people are ticklish. And a little dab, okay? Now, normally we'd have like a little mat under here for him to step on, but we don't have that mat. So now, you step to the side, let him get up. You know, now, when he gets up, if I want to, you know, I can give him like a little pound or something. And I can hug him, you know, on YAHAWAH. And I can tell him I love him also if I want to. I love you on YAHAWAH. All right, so let me get somebody else now. Why they need him? He says he's busy? What? Yes, you can. All right, so now let me get another volunteer over here. Watch out for this, though, this area right here. So now remember now, before he steps up, I want to go ahead and take my nice round cup. Always pour your water out too when you finish with it into the clean basin, if it's clean water. That way you don't make any messes or spills. So I want to take this again, maybe take about 3/4 of a cup. The water's like right to here. And I want to ask you, can you hold your hands in the middle of the basin, please? Now that I pour your hands, can you wash them, please? So now I ask him to pour his hands, wash his hands. And this is all about humility. It's all about humility and trying to get favor and blessing from the Most High by serving your brother and helping your brother. Stop. Okay, now can you have a seat right there, please? Okay, now try not to rush your. And actually, if he wants to, he can keep his foot right there. Because I can dip the water right here. Put your feet on the ground. And I can ask him, can you lift your foot up, please? Give me your foot. And I can take his foot myself and put it on there. All right? I can do that myself right there. All right? And now I can say, can you dry his foot, please? And I can get his foot dry. I can hold it, and you can dry his foot, please. Just dab it. Everything is it getting everything right? I mean, we good everywhere? All right. Now, okay. So you want to take it. Now also, put your foot back, please. Also, what you can do is you can take it like this. Give me your foot again, please. And I can just, you can dab it like this too. It doesn't have to be the whole towel. That way you don't get it wet. Okay, put it back down over there, please. Hold that, please. And then, can you give me your other foot, please, sir? So now I take this foot again. Not this foot again, but I'll take this foot. And again, I'm going to pour with this. I'm going to pour on the water on his foot. Okay? I'm going to pour the foot on his water. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason I'm doing this like this. You know, the reason we, now can you dry his foot, please? All right. Go ahead. All right, let me get it too. Sorry. All right, so dry the foot, okay? Now he can just get up and go. I can move this out the way again. That's him, all right? All right, I can hug him and tell him I love him too, to get more of that love of the Messiah, offer him onto me and offer me onto him. Okay, now here comes the third person to feed him and watch this demonstrate. Now we can also do like bless each other before we start, all right? Yahawashi, Yahawashi. All right. Now come on into the frame. All right. Give him the pound, then give him the, Yahawashi. Tell him I love him again. You know what I'm saying? Tell him I love him again, then have a seat, please. Okay. And now again, stand up again, please. Over the basin, wash your hands, please. Over the middle of the basin, please. Is that in there, Mark? All right, Zayatha, is everything clear on there? Okay. And pull your leg up a little bit. All right, so have a seat. Your leg, give me your. All right. Now put your feet down. All right. Now, give me your left leg, please. Now, some people are ticklish. So, all right. Don't take it easy. All right, some people are ticklish. Okay. And then some people might have like some type of, some people may have some issues with their feet. All right. All right, can you dry his foot, please? Just dab it. You good? All right, so. And then sometimes, if it's somebody that's your family or something, you may see something on there and be like, okay, let me get that off right there for you. All right, get that off, throw some water on it. You're good to go. Okay, give me that, please. Okay, can you put that foot down, please? Give me your right foot, please. Now, take the right foot, same thing. Hold it above the ankle, pour it. Okay. All right, so that's one. Got the bottom and the side a little bit. Now I'll put some more in there. Okay. So now I take this again. You can put that in la mesa. Now I can take this, keep it under here, all right? And just dab it a little bit, okay? Just get some dab, put some dab on it. Can you put your foot down, please? All right. Like the water. As he stands up, I give him another pound. YAHAWASHI. And I can tell him, YAHAWAH. And I can hug him and tell him I love him. Remember, by this shot, they know that you are my disciples when you love one another. Okay? And then, if it's a group of people, if you're dealing with people that more intimately, like your close family, you can actually wash, okay? So now, for my Yahawashi, who is my daughter, I'm gonna ask her, can you wash your hands over there? Wash your hands, please. And now I'm gonna ask you can you pick up that soap right there, please? And kind of rub it on your hands. Like you're washing your hands, like you're about to wash your hands and then set it back over there. And now, can you go ahead and just rub your hands, get the soap on your hands? And now I can actually get in there, with her, get the soap in, like you're teaching somebody how to wash their hands, okay? And again, you don't want to do this with everybody, only with somebody that you really are close with, huh? Somebody that you're really close with, that she got the soap on her hands already. All right. So now what I can do is just pour the soap on her hands. See, I'm doing the washing, She not washing, is she? I'm doing the washing. All right. So I got all the soap off of her hand, right there. And now I say, okay, let me dry your hand. So I'll go ahead and dry her hand for her, right? I'll dry the hand for her. We good? Okay, I'll dry the hand for her. And now she'll sit down in the chair. I washed her hands for her, right? And then what I'll do, I'll go ahead and, take some of the water right here, rub it on, my hand in the soap, put my cup down. I got my soap right here. Put it back down there. Give me your foot, please. And I'll take my hand, and I'm literally washing her feet. I'm literally putting the soap on her foot. Now you can do this, for your sons or for your daughters, or your husband or your wife, cousin, grandmother, mother and father. All right. If they're like super ticklish, you can tell them, hey, go ahead and put the soap on your foot. All right, and do it, but it's gonna be hard for them to do that. So now we got that, and I'll go ahead and we got that foot washed, and I'll go ahead and rinse off my hand again, get the soap off of my hand. Okay, so remember, the key is having two basins, and you never want the person to put their clean foot into the dirty water, because that's not cleaning, that's dirtying. All right, we good, Amaria? So we want to, now I'm gonna dry this foot, okay? Got the foot dry, okay? And so we already saw how to do with the water and everything. All right, so now I'm gonna just, we already saw how to do with the soap rather. So now we'll just, put the water on. Okay, put the water on. And if you can do this before every time that you pray, that's good, because the Master commanded us to do this, and he didn't say how often. So going into prayer like this is a good thing to do, because remember, the Levites would pray, would have their feet washed before they went into their service job as the priest of the Most High into the temple. And your body is the temple, and the Master commanded us to wash each other's feet. So that's kind of in memory of him, and the Levites did the same thing. But now, like when you go in to pray, there's nothing wrong with washing your hands before you go to pray, okay? There's nothing wrong with washing your hands before you go to pray. And now, okay, can you hold this, please? Now I'm going to give her blessing, another blessing, because now I got the soap on my hands, right? I'm washing this, I'm putting the soap on my hands, and I'm a little more thorough with myself. I'm gonna go into my nails and everything. So I got soap there, all right? So go between the fingers, get the thumb good, okay? Get that palm good. Now you're not doing a surgical scrub. You're not about to go in surgery, Shakata. You're not about to cut somebody open and pull out an infection that's in their body or something. All right, so now you take this, got your hand soaked up. The soap is in my hand. Now pour it very slowly over my hands, over the middle of the bowl. Now keep your water still, pour it slow, and I'll worry about where it goes, okay? I can move my hand around. Just be like a fountain. A fountain doesn't move, okay? Now listen to that. Squeaky clean, see? So now, go ahead. All right, the water. Now we take that clean water, put it back in there, and that, my brothers and sisters, is how to wash feet. Like Yahawashi, our Master, our Savior, our Lord, our King, our Rabbi. And what you can also do, if you want to, you got a little bit of water left over. You see my hand? And is my face in there? What you can also do, you can take a little bit of that water, rinse your hands off again, and then what you can do is this. Can you come over here? You say cold. Can you come over here and pour the water into, and this is another blessing. All right, pour that just gently into my hand, very slow like you did before. Okay, stop. And now, I'm just putting some water on my face. Okay? And what you find out, a little more please, slowly. All right, the water. And what you find out is that when you put water on your face and on your neck before you pray, it actually refreshes you. I'm gonna do my hands again. Stay in the middle. Now, when I do my hands, when I'm about to pray or something, I like to really feel refreshed and cool down. When it's hot over here in Turkey. So sometimes when you're praying in a hot country, over the middle right here. When you're praying in a hot country, stay right there. When you're praying in a hot country, you get hot when you're praying easily. So, all right, stop. So you want to make sure that you just go ahead and cool your whole body down. It's not a religious thing to do, but it just helps to get you into the mind of being sanctified. It helps get you into the mind of presenting yourself as a holy sacrifice to Yahawah, a living sacrifice, I should say, to Yahawah. And this is how you wash your brothers and sisters' feet as a student. Now, for that breeze coming through now, breeze comes through, it's not hot. The breeze is blowing on my face, it has a little bit of water left on it, and it's actually cooling my body down now. So that's how you wash feet as a disciple of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Okay? So now, if you got, your family, your friends, your children, whoever, family, friends, anytime you want to do something humble, then you go ahead and wash your brother or your sister's feet, man, because this is what the Master commanded us to do. And it's something easy to do. And when you obey the Father, you get a blessing. So when you do this, you get that blessing from the Father, Yahawah, for washing your brother's feet. Because he commanded us to wash each other's feet. Not just once a year or once a month, but to do it as often as we could. There's nothing telling you how often or how often not to do it or when to do it. Okay? So then what I'll do, I'll take this water right here. This is all the dirty water. Now all I did was wash the feet. And can you see the water? You can't really see the water here, can you? On that one you can, right? See how dirty that water? You can't see it in this one, can you? But that one you can. See how the water is real dirty. So I'll just take this water and I'll go dump it out. Okay? So I'll take this water and I'll dump it out the water. All right, so now that water is getting dumped out. So this is how you walk in the footsteps of Yahawashi. So, if you got a family, as often as you think about it, as often as you can, I'm in the picture, am I? You can go ahead and get your family together, your brothers and your sisters or whatever, and you wash their feet, man. You wash their feet. Because it's a humbling experience, and it makes everybody's spirit become more humble because you're touching them. And that humility that you have in your spirit can go off onto them. And then your children grow up, your husband, your wife understands the sincerity that you operating in, and also how to deal with a spirit of humility. It's okay over here. And also how to deal with to deal with the spirit of humility, man. So that's all you got to do, But again, I want to emphasize, please do not wash feet with one tub of water. All right? Because when you wash it with one tub of water, if I wash my feet right here, for example, if I wash my foot, this is the clean water, remember. So I go into here and I put the clean water onto my foot, right? So I wash one foot. Okay? So I put that onto the towel. But now, if I put the other foot inside there in such a little bit of water, it may not hurt, but it's still really dirty water. I just made the water dirty. And we want to use clean water. So if I have 2 tubs, and remember this was where my dirty water was at, and this is where my clean water was at. So what I would do, again, you take the clean water. This is dirty water now, but I'm saying this for example. You take the clean water, and then you wash the foot inside of the water that's going to be getting dirty. And again, remember, none of my people, when they got their feet washed, when they got their foot and feet washed, none of them put their water in the bowl. I maintain control of the foot once they lifted it up to me, okay? Once they lifted it up to me. I come sit over here, let's show that again. Because that's very important, because you don't want somebody accidentally, okay, come on. You don't want somebody accidentally putting their clean foot in the dirty water. All right, so can you lift your foot over the bowl, please? All right. Relax your leg. Are you holding your leg up or am I holding it? So am I holding when I do? All right, so now I'm holding his leg up. Relax your leg. Let me hold it totally. Give it to me. If you give it to me when I drop it, it should. All right, so let me hold it now. All right, so now I'm holding his foot. So I take the water like I did, take the water, pour it on the foot, and you got your little helper with you, or you can do it yourself. You dry the foot. You don't let them hold their own foot over the water, because this about them relaxing and getting served. You serving them. All right, you serving them. So that's like you go to the you go to the hairdresser in a backless chair. That ain't gonna work, is it? It could, but it's gonna be more difficult on the client. So now put your other foot down into the. I'm not gonna worry about that. Just give me your foot. And now see, now he gave me his foot, and I just pour the water on there again. I pour the water, bam, bam, bam. Flip it around, pour the water, bam. I got all the water now. All right, on his foot. All right, now I'll ask him, can you put your foot back now, please? So he takes his foot from my hand. Can you put your foot back there now, please? All right, and even, hold on, give me your foot again. I could even say, I can move it away from the water. Can you put your foot back over there, please? Or I can just say, hey, can you put your foot back over there, please? Okay, can you put your foot back in front of you, please? All right, and another thing I could do is this, put your foot back over. I can say, to make him feel more comfortable, I can say, okay, I dried his foot. Okay, you can put your foot back now. See, he relaxed now, see? He didn't even put his foot in the same place, he just put it, look, that's where the bowl was at. So that's where he really wanted. So now, because we finished now, so he's about to get up. And remember, once he gets up, I'm going to bless him again, and he's going to bless me. All right? YAHAWASH. All right? Yahawashi. Now tell him I love him in Hebrew and Yahawashi. All right? So then I give him a hug. I don't just formality. Boom, boom. I give him a real hug. One of them 3 hugs is going to be like a good hug. 2, you want to hug me back? Or not really? You see? So that's going to be one of the hugs. All right? All right, so that's it. So that's your tutorial on how, that's your tutorial on how to wash feet. As servants of how to wash feet like our Master, our Lord, our Rabbi, Yahawashi, the Son of Yahawah, Son of God Almighty. All right, our Messiah. All right. So that's how we wash the feet. So now we're gonna go ahead and end it. So, got any questions? As always, you can hit me on the inbox if you're watching on Facebook, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can send a message or a question to Banya Unite, or you can leave it in the comment section, a question in the comment section. Banya Unite at gmail.com. BANYAUNITE at gmail.com. Okay, so now I got the baby. She want to get her feet washed, so I'm gonna go wash her feet. All right, so did you, when you poured this out, did you rinse it out any? All right, so this one's a little. All right, so Shalom Alaikum, everybody. Hope this helps you. Remember, Yahawashi commanded us to do this. It helps our brother, it helps our sister, and it's a humbling, and it helps to clean, and it's a humble thing to do. All right, and Yahawashi commanded us to do it. And also, if you don't really want to be touching on another, if you want a high level of Yahawashi, you may be able to do a single woman's foot, but I would suggest that the man do his wife's foot, or I would suggest that the husband hold the wife's foot, and then the teacher or whoever is washing the feet just pour on the wife's foot. That way everybody's involved, and the husband is experiencing part of it too, and you don't gotta be switching every time somebody come up, but you can do it how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it how you want to do it, pour the feet. Because some brothers have a fetish for looking at women's feet, so that's why you may want to have the men do the men and the women do the women to wash the feet the proper way. Preferably a woman and a man that never dealt with no types of homosexuality can do the foot washing. And I know that's sad to say, but it's a lot of brothers and sisters that are repenting of those sins, but you don't want to put nothing out there to tempt them again. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, so Shalom Alaikum. May Yahawah be with you all and bless you in the name of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Shalom.